Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 8th of April, 2025. Let's talk about what happened today. All right. Today was going to be an interesting day because we were trying out a brand new game, and it was the first day that I was getting back into the swing of things after several days kind of messed up with my birthday marathon and then missing half of a stream on Monday because of the hangover from my birthday marathon. So how did it go? I'm going to summarize as best as I can. Level 1 podcast went pretty well. We talked about various topics like now Canada having the pre-order of the Switch 2 being delayed as a result of the American tariffs, which is kind of weird, and we talked about why that would be. We talked about what had happened, with the birthday marathon and the results of all of that, how we were going to do a new reward that if I hit a goal today, we were going to hit 10 goals hit, and I was going to do a Little Caesars DSP Tries It. And many other things. It was a really chill podcast that was just a lot of fun. I was glad to do one because we hadn't done one since freaking Friday beforehand, right? So it was a good time, and then we jumped into the new game, South of Midnight. I'm going to be honest with you, and as transparent as I possibly can be. I liked South of Midnight. To me, the game felt like a combination of a classic platforming action game like Ratchet and Clank or Sly Cooper or even Prince of Persia with its platforming and combat mechanics, but certainly it feels like the gameplay is a throwback. It doesn't feel like there's any real modernizations. It feels like they're intending the game to play like an older game, but the graphics and the story actually aren't that bad, okay? To be honest with everyone, okay? I was playing the game and literally, and this is so annoying, the entire time I played it, both chats, YouTube and Kick, sat there saying, this game's woke, this game's woke. Everyone knows that this game's woke. We just parrot what we see on the internet. This game's woke. In the 2.5 hours of gameplay that I did of South of Midnight today, I didn't see a single woke moment. Now, maybe there are moments later on in the game that are woke, but in the first, 2.5 hours, it's just world building, basic, learning of abilities and things like that. There is absolutely nothing woke whatsoever. Morons who spew that are literally dunces who listen to people causing problems on the internet because they want attention for themselves for their content, or they're racists. Because I think what a lot of people are saying is because the protagonist is a black woman, the game is woke. It is not. At least, again, in the first 2.5 hours. They are liars. They just want to shit on something for the sake of feeling like they're a group that shits on something together. They're basically assholes, okay? But here's what happened as I was playing the game. We went from something like 300 plus viewers on my podcast on YouTube, and I think it was 50, 60 viewers plus on Kick, down to less than 200 viewers and only like 30 some viewers on Kick. So everyone left during this game, even though I was doing my best to enjoy it, to make it entertaining. People are prejudiced against this game. I don't even know what else to say. Now, if the argument is it's boring to watch, fair enough. But then you'd be telling me that Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, and Prince of Persia are also all boring to watch. And those are all games that I have played in the past and have had great established fan bases that like me playing them. So I find it hard to believe. Maybe I'm off base here and I would love to hear your feedback, but I find it hard to believe that this game is bad or woke. Now, the problem with this is, as you know, I'm being pulled in many directions right now. At this point this week, people are like, you didn't play Atomfall on Monday like you were supposed to. When are you playing Atomfall? You didn't play Minecraft like you said you were going to do during your birthday marathon. When are you playing Minecraft? There's a new game called The Blueprints coming out on Thursday. Are you checking that out? What about more Schedule 1 that you tried on your birthday, but you really didn't play much of it? Are you playing that? By the way, Call of Duty has a new update this week. Are you playing that? Oh, are you doing Street Fighter this week? And I'm like, I literally can't do 17 games at once. At the same time, I'm trying to finish Pirate Yakuza, right? So things are going crazy right now. Everyone wants me to do something different all at the same time, and I basically can't please everybody, okay? So it's this simple. I don't think there's anything wrong with South of Midnight. I think if you like classic platforming action games, you will enjoy it. And the graphics actually are quite interesting with the way they did this whole stop motion effect. I have no problems with the game. If the audience would have liked it, if it resonated with the audience, I would play it. but it didn't. Literally today, my audience said, no, we don't want it. It's bad. It's boring. It's woke. We don't like it. Stop playing it. So I have to. I'm a streamer. This is not my hobby. It's not my hobby to just sit on the internet and stream games. It's my job. I have to do things that are going to be entertaining to an audience so they'll enjoy it, engage with it, and support it. That literally is the opposite of what happened today. Everyone left the stream. Everyone complained who stuck around, and the support was abysmal. We hit $50 on the entire stream. I raised 40 something bucks before I booted the game. When I booted the game, I received one like $2 tip and one super chat. That was it for the whole stream. So we didn't hit the goal. We didn't do DSP tries it. The game was a flopping failure and no one liked it. Okay? Sorry, that's just what happened. Now there's 2 parts live. You can watch and enjoy them. That's it. And if you're saying, well, Phil, I'm disappointed. Well, then you should have shown up to the stream. You should have watched and engaged with it and supported it. Any of those things. No, not, oh, after the fact, the game is now canceled, but now I just don't understand why Phil won't continue to play a game that no one liked. Because I'm not an idiot. That's why I'm not going to do it. Okay? I hope that makes sense. All right? Now, on tonight's late stream, for the first time in a week, and the only time this week, because I'm being pulled in so many directions to do so many different things, I played Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I told everyone, this playthrough now has lasted over 20 parts. If you actually take a look at the actual playthrough and its length, I want to say we are something like 26, 27 parts in, and many of the parts are longer than an hour. So in reality, we're about 30 hours into this playthrough. Now, the weird part about that is, once again, I was told up front, oh, Pirate Yakuza is a short game. Even if you do all the side content, it's only 30 hours. I haven't even done all the side content. We did all the pirate mission side stuff, but we didn't do nearly all the side content in Honolulu. We're already at 30 hours, and the game is dragging on. So I told everyone tonight, we are focusing on the story. We're going to do as much advancement in the story tonight as possible. We did. We literally did all story tonight. I'm not kidding you. I streamed about 2.5 hours of gameplay. About 1 hour, 45 minutes of that was cutscenes. We were all bored as hell because it was just cutscene, run to the next part, cutscene, run to the next part, cutscene, sail somewhere, cutscene, one fight, cutscene. It was so fucking boring. It was hard to stay awake. And then they want to know what the funny part was? At the very end of the stream, okay, the very tail end, the last 20 minutes was all action, and everyone was excited and perked up again because the game was good again. The game doesn't do a good job of pacing itself. Neither did the last 2 Like a Dragon games. They just aren't doing a good job with pacing, and because there's so many cutscenes backed up into one part, the game does get boring in parts. But the good news is we're almost done. We got into Chapter 4. We're almost done with Chapter 4. Basically, all we have to do is do this one fight in the Coliseum against Mortimer. Once you beat him, there's one big pirate fight. After that, you're in Chapter 5. That's the finale of the game. I would say 2 more streams, we will beat Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, because I'm just going to focus on advancing the story and finishing the game. Now, the funny part about this is, tonight, low attendance, people complained it was boring. We made more than I did on the freaking South of Midnight stream. We actually made like 50 some bucks, and then, as I was going offline, Solidus Snake Fan did a $10 super chat, so technically we did like $65 of support. And I actually topped my first stream today, which is ridiculous. For a game that I've been playing 30 hours of and everyone says is boring, did better than South of Midnight. Okay? Now, I want to make something abundantly clear. Today was a slow day for support. Today, the games didn't resonate. It's not the end of the world. No one is crying. No one is disappointed. No one is upset here. I just had an insanely positive, well-supported marathon for my birthday. And last week, I had a day where I did over like $1,000 randomly out of nowhere. So in the last week, everything's been so superbly supported. I want you all to understand I'm not upset that today was a slow day. Now, does it suck that we didn't hit a goal and we don't have DSP tries it on deck for tomorrow? Yeah, it does kind of suck, but it's not the end of the world. I would like to get back on track starting tomorrow. All right? So FYI, tomorrow's first stream will be a level 1 podcast, followed by Atomfall. So we are going to do Atomfall, which originally was supposed to be Monday. I'm hoping to make great progress. If you remember in the story, we were unlocking different major threads. We actually now have a ton of batteries that we needed. All we're looking to do is get the antidote so that we can actually go into the underground part of the interchange or intergrade or whatever it's called and install all of these batteries and advance the plot. The problem is we were getting lost in this area with the druids. We couldn't find the antidote. So hopefully we do it right away tomorrow. We can go and advance the plot and see where the game takes us next. So hopefully you'll join me for Atomfall, and please, let's get support and hit that goal tomorrow, and let's do DSP tries at Little Caesars. We're going to do crazy bread, a pretzel crust pizza, and one of the deep dish Detroit-style pizzas. Today together, we watched back the DSP tries that I did from Little Caesars back in 2013. It was only my 15th episode ever. It's 12 years old. So now, 12 years later, what's Little Caesars like now that they have all this product line and all these options, right? So that's what we're going to find out, I hope, tomorrow, all right? Tomorrow night will be the return of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, new content. There's actually a whole new season that's begun with new maps, new, season pass weapon stuff. You know how you do those, I forget what they call them. It's not season stuff. You know what it is? It's the battle pass. So all that new stuff has started. So we're going to do all that tomorrow night. People have been asking me, when's Call of Duty? I haven't done it in 2 weeks. It's tomorrow night. So we have 2 opportunities to do well, hit the goal, and we kind of already know what the next thing's going to be. Today, someone told me about this pickle menu that just launched at Popeyes. I said, what's that? And we looked. So Popeyes has fried pickles. They have sandwiches with like a pickle glaze, and they even have a pickle drink. But sounds interesting. You know, I like Popeyes. So that's probably one for next week, right? That could be like the next goal hit for when we hit 20 goals. But right now we're at 9 out of 10 because we didn't hit anything today. Let's hit that goal tomorrow morning. All right, let's get back on track. And one final thing, I just find it hilarious. Already morons are tweeting me and sending me messages. You didn't hit your goals today, ha ha. Are you dumb? Like, do you have the worst memory ever? I literally just had one of the most supported weeks I've ever had in the entire history that I've been a streamer. The last week, like I said, the random day, that was great. My birthday stream, that was great. I would be shocked if we kept going this week and hitting goals every stream. People probably went crazy for those days, and it's going to slow down for a little bit. And in addition to that, no one liked South of Midnight, and it was one of the most boring Pirate Yakuza streams I've ever done. I do want to get back on track tomorrow, but these idiots who celebrate probably are the most moronic people I've ever heard. There's nothing to celebrate. Everything here is very good and is continuing to be very good. So thank you guys who did show up and support. If you watch the videos on demand after the fact, thank you for that as well. And hopefully we'll get back on track tomorrow. Let's do it. Let's collectively work together, get back on track on that first stream tomorrow, and let's do a DSP tries it as well. All right? Thank you all. Have a good night. See you in the AM. Peace out.